Hiya, welcome to Positively Joyous, and I'm Theresa Borg. Today I had some brilliant learning, again that is really teaching me about how the Course in Miracles says everything comes from the original sin. And I was thinking about laziness. I had clients who were talking about procrastination and laziness. Now, laziness is normally a judgment that someone lays upon us. And what I realised it was, if you look underneath laziness, if I say, oh, to my son, go and clean your room, and he doesn't, and I might accuse him of being lazy, for example, what's really happening or is that he is making a choice for himself to either clean the room or not to clean the room. And for me, if he cleans the room, then my judgment is good boy or whatever. And if he doesn't, my judgment is laziness. And I was thinking about how we do this for ourselves. So I was debating whether to go to play tennis or not on this particular morning. And I didn't, I kept thinking I should go. But it was very, very cold and I didn't really want to go. And then I realised I was beating myself up for being lazy. Now, laziness isn't a thing as such. What it was, I was not owning the decision that I had made, because there's lots of beliefs and consequences. So I didn't want to go to tennis because it was cold. But because the ego wants me to buy into being a body, and the belief is tennis, makes me healthy and gives me exercise and keeps me slim, important part there, that not to go is kind of a sin against the ego, if you like. The ego wants me bought into a body that I need exercise and I've got to do these things. Whereas my choice was, I want to stay in bed, I want to stay warm. And I was thinking about laziness, and I realised I've got fat and lazy linked together. And so what that means is, underneath all of this, I realised what was going on was the ego was trying to convince me if I did not go, not only was I lazy, but I would get fat as well. And these, I have to be honest, are negative things for me as such. Well, they're negative for most people because most people want to be slim, don't they? And we don't want to be thought of as lazy. But that's because the ego wants us so bought into the bodies. So it was kind of a really profound lesson about, if I don't do what the ego wants me to do, it will give me a negative judgment against myself and make me feel bad. So I start to beat myself up. It's the ego's punishment. And then I realised, it's kind of an issue, isn't it, of control, about who's in control here. Because me not doing what the ego wants me to do means actually I had taken a step back of controlling my life, siding with the higher self, our Holy Spirit that knows I'm not a body, I don't need to exercise and all that kind of stuff. And so in some ways it had become a little control battle, a battle of the wheels, if you like, between myself and the ego that has a different opinion. And then it moved on to this big recognition, this light bulb moment, that really all of the negative judgments the ego puts against me and makes me feel guilty for is when I am not owning my choice. And then I realised that's what the original sin is in the Course in Miracles, where I chose to think that I could be different from God, where I chose to believe that I would be better off doing something else, or whatever that original belief was. I don't want to own that choice because I fear that I will be punished for it by God. And therefore, the ego, thinking it's doing a good job for me, hides it and covers it up left, right and centre, so that I won't realise the real problem is that original decision that I am not owning. By pretending the world is real, by pretending projection doesn't exist, by pretending there's only this materiality and I have to do this and I have to do that, and believing in fear and all of the things that the ego loves, if I play that game, I don't have to look that I chose to make that original decision. Now, because there is no sin and I can never be separated from God, because it's all one and I am everything, I'm having the illusion, I'm having the daydream, I'm dreaming all of this is real, and the ego wants me to believe this is real and keep me bought into it, so I don't realise, do you know what, if I go tennis or not, none of it matters. As long as I own that choice, then I can't beat myself up for it. I just own it and there's a full stop there. Like, okay, I dreamt that I was separated and that I did all this, but actually, it's not real. Full stop. And there my suffering ends. So again, this is just another example which I hope really helps you and I hope helps those who are struggling with the original sin thing. I think it's not the original sin that is the problem. It's not owning that original decision. When I own my decisions, I can't suffer from them. It's only when I don't own them, or I listen to a different point of view about it, that I am able to cause my own suffering and be trapped in the dream forever. So I hope that helps. That was a huge light bulb moment for me. Really, really showed me a lot about not only believing in the body, the ego's aims and wishes, the smoke and mirrors game, and actually what that original sin is all about. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. Please like, subscribe, share to the channel. Visit my website for the courses and classes and retreats available, www.positivelyjoyous.com. Or you can read the new book, Tour the Core, Pathway to a Positively Joyous Life, now available at Amazon. Thanks for watching. See you soon.